announcements. We doing Reiki today?
We are.
Hooray! We're doing Reiki!
So I would welcome anyone who would like to come for Reiki downstairs. I'm at the kind of very tail end of the cold, but I am not contagious, otherwise I would not be here. But I welcome you all. Does anyone kind of know if they're going to come or not? Do I have a little idea?
Show of hands.
Maybe 3, 4. Okay, great. 5. So just kind of coordinate your eating schedule so that you can. Thank you. See you.
Get nourished physically, get nourished spiritually. Are there any other announcements? Missed the crowd.
Coming up, so first weekend in March, it's 2 or 3 weeks away. But I'm thinking like Sunday afternoon, if a bunch of people want to go after service, would be really nice. If you let Evelyn or me know by next week, we could get you tickets. And you can get tickets at $15 advance price, so.
Which weekend is it?
It would be March 3rd. It's Saturday night the 2nd, but Sunday the 3rd.
That's right.
Be fun.
Music is awesome, and we're in it, so.
I know lots
Which
of
is
people
awesome.
in it. Oh, Tom's in it too. Correct.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
You are.
And others have been, so.
Yes. Shira, you had one?
Yeah, there's a healer that I've seen. Her name is Fiona. She does this kind of amazing energy healing. She clears out your chakras. And I just highly, highly recommend her. And if you want information, I can give it to you.
I
Thanks,
usually
Shira.
clear out other people's chakras. I bet you mine could use some clearing. All about that. I'm trying to think if there's any other announcements. I will say this about the taxes. So, oh, I'm sorry, yes, yeah, hang on, oh yeah, we'll get there, yep. Thank you, sorry. Cynthia's looking at me like, hello, I'm giving the financial presentation today, we discussed this, sorry. Along those lines, tax, if you would like a tax receipt, and you can email me, I've put this in the e-blast, but if you can email me, Brother Bob and I figured this out. I have Apple computer. If you do not run on Mac, the way that I am sending it is not going to work for you, and you should not have to download an app to open a PDF that I am sending you. So, if you would like me to send you your tax receipt by email, I can do that. I can print them out. However you want them, I will get them to you. Just let me know. Yes?
The Chrome thing is giving me a little bit of a problem, so could you send it to me by my email? Would that be possible?
If I send, do you have a Apple computer?
I do. On the
Yeah?
Mac. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The way I sent it to you, I thought it didn't work.
I had to.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I won't go into it.
I'll send it again.
Thank you so much.
That's no problem. Our wonderful treasurer Cynthia is here to give us a quick annual report. It's all good news, so I'm very excited.
Okay, and I'm going to have Bob pass out just some handouts so you can see some stuff in front of you. What I'm going to go over today, briefly, and I'm really going to do it within a hopefully 3 to 4 minute time frame, is where we are since January of 2008 through December 2008. Even though you, Pat, in your weekly bulletins, you have January's, that's on a separate thing for next year we'll go over. But what I want to say, first of all, is we are doing very well. On your sheet, you have our January through December, both what we began at, our beginning balance, our total income, total expenses, net income, ending balance. It says attendance, which I never wrote, so no. I'm just going to wait for everyone to get so you can all have the same thing in front of you. And then I'm just going to give you some interesting information about it and take questions if there is any, or are any. First of all, our net yearly gain in income. So that's what we ended with on December 30th, subtracted from what we began with January 2018, is $3,238, which is a lot. That means at the end of the year, we have over $3,000 more than we started with. After we paid for everything, including the debt, which if you weren't here last week, I announced it is paid off.
Instant cup.
Just some interesting statistics, so you don't have to do math in your head, for the people that like to do math. Our average monthly income, so all the months put together, divided, for each month, is $5,729, $5,729.34, which per week is $1,332.40. So if you average it out for the week, that's above, we had said way back when, that 1,300 was we wanted to hit 1,300 a week, and we did it. Some weeks we didn't, some weeks we were over, that's why we do an average. Our average monthly expenses with the debt, so for all year long we did have the debt, so we included the $300 we paid each month, was $5,459.44. So our projected average debt for next year hopefully will be around $5,159, because we do not have that debt anymore. Just because this is an interesting statistics, our cash and savings. So on a monthly basis, right now, we have $11,757 in savings. That is 2.25 months, 2.28 months of savings. That's nice to have, because I'm going to just read to you some numbers, and it shows you how we've grown and how steady we've become as a community. Our ending balance in 2011 was $4,101. In 2012, 2011. So I'm going to read to you just where we've grown. So you can
Okay.
see how far
History.
we've come as a community and how steady we seem to be this year. In 2012, we jumped up to 7,651. In 2013, it was 3,970. In 2014, 7,997. What? 2015, 4,336. 2016, 4,052. 2017, we ended the year at 8,518, but only 3 months before that, we were averaging 6,000. When we had the closing and the emails went out, we did jump up from some extra donations that came in then. And we have stayed steady in that range and moved forward to now being at $11,000. January also seems the same. So, let's keep the tithing where it is. More is always welcome. And that's going to allow us to sit down this year and say, you know what? We have a little breathing room. What else do we want to bring to Unity? And we are going to do that as a board. Think, okay, we're out of danger. Now how can we breathe a little more freely and bring everyone into that? So that is one of our goals for this year. Questions at all?
Thank you, board.
Yes.
Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Cynthia.
Yep, thank you, yep.
You guys are awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So proud of you. So proud of us. So proud of our community. So truly, I'm grateful to you guys. I was the one that was writing all those emails, the letters when we were going to close. Remember all those letters? I was crafting all those letters. And we're going to close and we're going to open. We're going to close, we're going to open. I am so proud of this community and the growth. And it is not just from the pocketbooks, it's from our commitment to each other. It's for our commitment to this practice, it's for our commitment to these principles, our welcoming. I am so deeply, deeply, deeply grateful to each and every one of you that is here, every single one of you. Brother Jim, you had something you wanted to say?
I'm just wondering about what's our status for this, staying here?
Sky's the limit, you can stay here. We have a wonderful relationship with the people in this building. The woman that I'm in contact with that's in charge, Carol Panetta, is nothing but gracious, communicative, easy to deal with. This place is awesome. I love the vibe of this place. I love the art, I love the kitchen, I love that we're close. This wall can open up. If we get to this, this week is a little bit smaller. We know that there's weeks where we are at capacity, we can open it up, somebody will be coming in, people will be coming in to assist Brother Raleigh in that, because it's not a small thing, and he can't do it by himself. But we, you know, we can stay here for a good long time.
Yeah, great.
Awesome.
Thank you, Sister
Yeah.
Joanne.
Yes.
Joanne White.
I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering if we're advertising to, Unity headquarters?
Yes, yes, we do, not every month, so the way that it works with Unity is, and this is one of the things that we're gonna talk about, is we decide if we're joining as a full-fledged ministry. They want 10% tithing. That is a burden, you know, I'm using that word lightly.
Opportunity.
An opportunity for us, that we could pull off, we'd be about, even if we included the $300 that we're now no longer paying, we would be about $800 short for our budget. That's a short amount for us to sort of make up, I think. But that means that we then don't have a cushion, right? So it's something that the board has been talking about, thinking about. Now that we're looking for a new minister, we've sort of backburnered that. I also want you to know I've been in touch, I think I mentioned this last week, with the Reverend Pat Bessie, who is the head of the Eastern Regional Unity organization, and she said, don't let that stop you. She said that 10%, she said, you know, it's a goal, and it doesn't prevent you from joining. So right now, we're, you know, budgeted to give $150 a month. We actually need to give for January and February, but, you know, tithing a full 10% would be a lot more money, about $6,000 a year.
What is the advantage of being, you know, a full-fledged member of Unity versus just?
I'm gonna
being
keep it
independent?
really short.
Yeah,
We
sure.
need to have
Okay.
this discussion. I just don't wanna, you know, take up too much of Reverend Carlos's time. My feeling, number one, get a federal tax ID, which means that when you ask to have your, you know, the tax receipt and be able to get a credit for that, that's one of the ways that we do it. My feeling is, this is my personal opinion, is that our identity is Unity already. I feel like the more that I talk to them, the more that I interact with them, that we really are in accord with that organization, with that association. So to me, it's just more of a fulfillment of the growth of who we already are. It doesn't change who we are as a group. We don't have to change anything about us. They allow sort of a wide range of latitude in terms of how we operate. Where we have to look is very closely at the bylaws. They want our bylaws to be very much in accordance with their bylaws. That's a little in-depth. That's something that the board is gonna be taking on at one point. I also like the support that they give. So one of the things that we've decided as a board is we're going to be going to